Hey guys, this is me, your girl Chris. This is episode 121 of Shenanigans with Friends. I'm here with, fuck, I always forget that it fucking flips me around and I'm all like pointing to the fucking wall and shit. Anyway, guys, I got two friends here. I was recently on their podcast. They're super dope. I've known fucking Chris like on social media, but like super dope to get to know G. So, guys, this is fucking Geek Salad. And I'm so glad that y'all here because now you get to explain why you guys are called Geek Salad. Like, I didn't feel like I felt like didn't want to like say like ask y'all on y'all platform, but since y'all here, like, and I have you here, so hey guys, what's going on?
What's going on, Chris? Thank you for having us here.
Of course, I had so much fun with you guys. I was like, I definitely have to bring you guys back or on my show. So thank you for coming. You guys want to introduce yourselves as a collective, individually? We can do all social media and shit at the end, but if you guys want to tell everybody who you are, and we'll get started.
All right, go ahead, Chris.
All right, I'm Chris, aka Arye the King, one half of Geek Salad. We got together like me and G like maybe 4 years ago because we actually used to work at Bank of America. We both had like a love for like comic books, TV shows, different movies and whatnot. So it was like, yo, we always talking about this stuff at work. Why don't we like do a show, do a podcast? So, from there, the podcast came. In addition to that, we like to do skits. We just like to have fun, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole lot of the same talk you would get in the barbershop. Like, our whole thing is, like, we're, like, nerds, but we're not that kind of nerds. Like, we're not, like, the socially awkward kind of nerds. You know what I'm saying? More Stefan than Urkel, but, you know, a little bit of Urkel.
I hear you.
So, you know, from there, we're here. Like, it's all we do is have fun. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
And G came equipped, like, not that I'm like dissing, but like G came equipped with the podcast voice. Like
he did.
He got it's almost Quiet Storm, like, but it's like it's podcasting. Like, G, what's up, bro?
What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, so you know everybody calls me G, or AKA the bearded one. As you can tell, the beard is kind of unruly right now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get it right. But yeah,
they love it. They love it, bro.
Hey, you know,
yeah.
You know, the same way that Chris is described. But yeah, we linked up years ago. Did our thing for a while. Took a little hiatus. Then we got back again, regrouped. Like, you know what? Let's hit this thing harder. Let's go harder with the features, the collabs, the podcast, the skits, the Instagram. And, you know, we're just giving everybody just a taste of what we do. You know, we talk about everything from anime to movies to books, anything that's related to the geek culture. And, you know, we sprinkle in some conscience every once in a while, you know, not too heavy, but we keep it light, we keep it fun. And, you know, we keep it geeky, but cool at the same time as well. So we're a mixture of everything. So that's why we're Geek Salad.
I love it. Well, guys, I had so much fun with y'all. I was like definitely needing you guys in my arena. So thank you for coming. And speaking of arenas, okay, first off, before we talk about his career choice, let's talk about J. Cole and his new music. Don't people do this every time J. Cole drops something? Like, isn't there always like where niggas just be like, oh, don't nobody want to hear this shit? Like, but it's like, it's not any different than any other J. Cole shit. Like, it's good. I think it's good because I like J. Cole. Like, but like, why do we go like, why do we go so hard on him? Like, why do we go so hard on him?
I think because the man look like a hermit. And
he definitely looks like a hermit crab. Like,
and then it's like, you know, sometimes when you look at him, you get a sense of maybe he doesn't enjoy the industry anymore or making music. So when he drops something that's like good, you're like, damn, Cole still got it. After all this time, looking like Master Splinter with dreads on. Nigga still got it.
That's very accurate. I hate the accuracy here. Like, wow.
Roasted.
He's giving me like if Predator lived in Jamaica. Like, like he, like, I don't understand. Like, I don't know why he, like, it's almost like he's dressing to like for Kanye's collection. Like, I feel like they should do a collaboration together.
It could be in the works.
It could be. Did you guys like it? Like as a whole,
I love the album.
Like, are you guys like
loved
listen to it like all the way through? Do y'all have y'all favorites? I love it.
Me too. Like
it's like literally still playing in the car. Like
okay,
it's
I like
between.
Go ahead, Chris.
It's something for me. I was talking about this. I actually just did a post on Instagram like last week when it first dropped. I listened to it like maybe like 5 or 6 times in a row just because it was so like dope. And I was thinking to myself, is this his best work? But then I went back and listened to Forest Hill Drive, that joint, and listened to Born Center. So I'm thinking Born Center is somewhere. It's fighting. The new album is fighting with Born Center for number 2 for me. Number 1 is Forest Hill Drive. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I love the album. You know what I love most about it? He trims the fat off of it. Like it's just 13 solid tracks that you can digest and you can formulate an opinion on it rather than going through 15 songs, 17 skits, 10 other half songs that they only have made, and it's like, well, what the fuck do I feel about this? You know what I'm saying? I love it.
Right. Yeah, I liked it too as a whole. Go ahead, G.
I think you said. I mean, first of all, when you hear Cam or Willow's horns on the very first song.
Listen, that's what I knew. Like,
y'all know what's going on out here.
Right. He sounds old a little bit now. He sounds a little old now.
He sounded a little old. Y'all know what the hell is going on right now. It's like, why is voice shaking like...
He sound like that nigga in the hood that know all of the fucking jail times for every fucking offense. Like,
facts.
Yeah.
No, all we need is an official remix with Cam actually rapping on the same beat. If we could get that, I'm like, IJ, salute. But
I really would have loved a verse
album
from Cam.
I would have loved that too.
Yeah. But also low key, that song "My Life" with Moray, my boy from North Carolina, Charlotte, killed it. And then 21 Savage, he floated on the motherfucker.
Nigga!
Yo.
When I heard the beat, I was like, if 21 Savage ain't on this, I don't like it. Like, that's my boy. Like,
every track he's on with J. Cole, like you can tell Cole makes him elevate his game. Like 21 Savage is like, you know what? I rap, but I'm about to go in the studio with J. Cole, so let me bump it up a notch.
It's literally a sign of respect. Like, you're not none of these other niggas out here. Like, let me come with it.
And the fact that he got him rapping on like a non-trap beat. You know what I'm saying? So it took him outside of his comfort and brought him in his world with the soul sample. You know what I'm saying?
But also it worked for him. I mean, because technically, 21 has done a soul sample with the fucking never mind, that was J. Cole again.
Right, you see, even though it was produced by Metro Boomin, so it had soul, but with the 808s behind it, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So yeah,
that's also one of my favorite songs. Like, but like, for me, it was just like you brought like my old school like secret like favorite rapper, and then you brought like my new school like secret favorite rapper. It was just I appreciated everything about it. I didn't realize though when this came out, everybody started voicing their opinions about how much they hated KOD, and I didn't hate.
You know what's funny? I mean, all right. KOD is a solid album. This is him showing like, I can rap like the young guys can rap, but my shit could be doper. I appreciate that, but it's a mismatch.
I mean, he showed you niggas like that. If I wanted to, I can do this shit too. Like, how do you not appreciate a nigga like stunting on the other niggas? Like,
I think KOD was problematic for me. KOD, like you said, it's a solid album.
Right.
You know what it is? KOD for me is not like this album he just put out or 2014 Forest Hill Drive. KOD is an album I have to be in the mood to hear to actually go through it. And to me, the only failing of that album is the fact that it's so dark. like every song is, even though he's talking about some real shit, it's like,
Yeah.
yo, you gotta like, there's like no song where like, you know, it's like a turn up song, or it's like, well, it might be one or two up there, but
what about
the overall
Hold
feeling of the
on,
album
I want to pull it up now. Like,
it's dreary.
I don't know.
It's dreary as
Yeah.
fuck. Like,
Is it dreary because he was talking to a lot of niggas that need to fucking chill the fuck out on a lot of stuff? Like,
maybe
I didn't
but
feel
I ain't
super
trying to-
affected by that because that's not me. Like,
yeah,
I could bounce to the beat. Like, I don't know. Like,
Right.
I thought it was a decent addition to his like discography, just to remind these niggas, like, if I wanted to not look like Mufasa, like, if like I could come out and like really like kill you niggas, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
yeah.
I think it's one of those things too. Like, I only feel that way about the album because I'm comparing it to his other albums.
To other stuff. I get
if
it.
a random dude I had never heard of put out the exact same album, I'm like, yo, he got some joints up here. It's straight. I can't wait to hear his next album. But because like,
because you would be waiting on the turn up hits
Right.
on the next
exactly,
album.
and
Got
then
you.
it's like,
I got you.
what was the album before that? The For Your Eyes Only.
For Your Eyes Only.
Oh,
Yeah.
So coming off of that, I was like, yo, he gotta rebound from that. I mean, the album wasn't trash, but it wasn't.
To me, KLD did the amplify because I was very depressed listening to fucking For Your Eyes Only. Like, I was very like Marvin's Room, like very like I was just like, that's so like KOD for me was like, okay, like, like
I got you.
We're coming out of the, like, we opening up the blinds, you feel me? Like, we taking a shower.
It make you think of too much stuff. Like, KOD was like Kevin's Hart, talking about Kevin Hart and the downsides of like cheating and doing it.
Yeah.
That's real. Just want to hear the plus side.
But it's like, oh my god, nigga smile. Like, so I don't know his number. Somebody call J. Cole and check on J. Cole just to be sure that he's okay. Because like, I feel like throughout the whole album writing and recording process, this nigga didn't smile one time. I guarantee you didn't.
I don't. Do y'all think he smiled recording this? Like, look at him. Like, I don't
know. I think he did. He
wearing those fucking Kanye penitentiary slides. And he got a fucking khaki sweatsuit set on. Y'all know he was just in there just rapping like.
Yo, he snapped though. When he said I go in the booth. He said something. Go in the booth, come out. No, go in the booth, kill somebody, come out, do the Russell Westbrook rock a baby. I was like, yo, I think he smiled after that line because it's a couple of lines.
You're right. It's a couple lines in there. He's like, I'm proud. He should be proud of himself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what it is? I think. Well, I said one last. I think the talk about how J. Cole was so boring got to him, and he was like, you know what? Fuck y'all, man. Watch this shit right here.
I'm gonna still look boring, but listen, just open your ears. Okay, but maybe he not that boring because like this nigga, like have you guys ever just like woke up one day and just like was like, you know what, I'm just gonna join the fucking African basketball league, and then you do it like that was the most bizarre news that had ever fucking scrolled at the top of my phone I've ever seen in my life. I get a lot of news alerts.
The only reason it won't bizarre to me is because, like, I heard last year he was actually trying out for the Pistons. In fact, he did try out for the Pistons. It ain't worked out. But he's been hooping. He was a walk-on, I think, at St. John's back in the day. So, I mean, he hoops, but
okay. Let me back up. I'm not saying I'm shocked that he wants to play basketball.
Okay. Yeah,
because we've heard stories that he can fucking ball.
Right.
Like, it's the fact that like
he's actually doing it in the spare time. Like, you know what? I'm gonna go to Africa.
He was like, all right, the Pistons didn't work out. Oh, Africa need a fucking and then he just called them, and then he fucking, could you imagine just J. Cole just going to the fucking tryouts like in Africa, like hilarious. And just being J. Cole and looking like the second coming, like
he do look like all those paintings of Jesus you see like at the dollar store when you was a kid. He'd be like Black Jesus, like
in the hood. Like he looks like the Jesus. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, could you just imagine? But I mean, I'm not a fucking hooper, but I think that like I don't like. I think people were like talking shit about like his first like 2 games and shit. But I think when you put those numbers on paper, I don't think that shit comes out that he's over there sucking. Am I wronger than that? Like, am I being a girl? Like,
oh no, I mean, because he don't play a whole bunch of minutes like a LeBron.
Right.
Does, first of all, you know what I'm saying. So he's going to do his couple 3, 4, 5 points, whatever, a couple rebounds, and then sit out. I mean, he ain't playing full time.
But even the second, wasn't this the second game where he didn't get any points, but he had other boards, and like those to me translate the points for the team. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
You don't got to score 50 points to be a contributor to the team. You know, it don't even work that way in the NBA. You got stars, then you got role players, and it's looking like Cole is a role player right now.
But look though, wouldn't it be crazy though if out of nowhere he scores 20? Off the backboard, dunking on niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, now that shit would make for a better story. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that would like amplify his legendary status if he could like have like a triple double every game, or some shit like that.
I mean, I just feel like all the people that were like downplaying like his African boards and shit, like I just feel like they were fucking like just on the like, oh, I hate your album and now I hate that you're doing this. Like,
I hate your album, now I hate everything you do. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you gonna fucking go to Africa and just dribble the ball,
you know
huh? Like,
fuck you, J. Cole. But you know what though? This is the funny thing about that. Whatever the league in Africa, the like the MVP of the league, like Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant over there. This guy, I forget his name, but I read he's mad that Cole is over there because he's saying that Cole is taking a spot from somebody else who's really been hooping the whole time and has hoop dreams. And more or less Cole
but he got hoop dreams.
Well, that's right. You know what I'm saying? It's like he said Cole he's only on the team because he's famous. Yeah. I get what he's saying, but yo, shut up though. Like, I hate when people like pocket watch somebody else. Like, he's not pocket watching here, but he's kind of like opportunity watching. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cole only got this opportunity because he's J. Cole. We all know.
Yeah. I mean, because he's the only person that I can like. Well, he's not the only person, but like he's the kind of person that could just wake up and be like, boop, 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 boop. Hey, fucking basketball African league. Like, it's J. Cole. I'll be over there on Wednesday. Like, okay. Like,
yes, come to our country. We
can like,
believe
it.
Listen, the owner of that team is like, yeah, J. Cole, come back for 5 more games. You know what I'm saying? Sell more jerseys, make us some more money, so we can get more talent in the future. I mean, shit, it's a win-win.
Exactly. Like, how do you like? I'm sure he's not just over there and it's not benefiting everybody that's involved with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
What if
it's like if you that good? My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay. So like on the top of that, it's like if you're that good and you mad that he's over there, why not be willing and ready to play this nigga? So you could be like, yo, one time I crossed over J. Cole and dunked on that nigga. You know what I'm saying? I would love to be able to say that.
Right.
How many people get to dunk on their favorite rapper, man? Like, that'll be
exactly. And then like get them to sign the ball that you used to dunk on. But anyway, what if, guys, this is just all a fucking highlight reel and he's about to go back to the fucking Detroit Pistons and be like, hey, bitch.
That would be fun. That would be fun. That'd be like a mastermind move right there. You know what I'm saying? I'll be at fucking practice, and then y'all can just tell me if I suck from there. But I'm coming to that. Yeah, I don't know, but you gotta give it up to Master P though. He was the OG of rappers officially playing in the league, so you gotta give him respect for doing it first. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, if we give him respect for that, will he stop making food I don't want to make and like?
Don't do P like that, man.
I love the rap chips. I love the rap chips, yo.
The rap chips are. Listen, I'm okay with that. Fucking fine. It's the other shit. Like, don't he got like a fucking like he's like trying to like do more stuff than I think that we're
like
anyone's equipped for. Like I don't. Oh, it's okay. Okay, but anyway, let's move on. So fucking, I think I don't know why, but like all of a sudden UFOs are a fucking thing again, right? There's always like this uptick. Like people will be like, "Oh, we forgot about it," or like it's just like in movie stuff. And then somebody's like, "Yeah, but remember that one time where we saw that one thing and like it did that one thing and then we never saw it again." Like so, there's like this uptick in like UFO like sightings and shit. And I think that it was obviously caused by that 60-minute doc or thing that came out recently, where they were talking to hold on, let me figure out his name. They were talking to a guy that was like an ex like military or something, some kind of whatever, and he was basically saying how like they see that shit all the time. And then from there, it was like it was funny because the way they had it set up, it looks like a fucking like Aliens Anonymous. Like it looks like Aliens Anonymous, like they had them in like a darkened room, all sitting in a circle, like expressing and telling their like UFO stories.
Yo, full disclosure, I had an edible before I came up here. So
that's amazing. I love that for you.
I left out then. I'm the only one sober.
I love that for you.
Damn it.
Oh, because like it was just the way that they had it set up. Like, why couldn't they just like have them all like sitting on like a couch in a well lit room? Like, why did they make it like they were like in like if like you're interviewing them in a fucking secret like airplane hangar, like.
Yo,
and it was like day old coffee on the fucking table over there, like still
like they were trying to make it more dramatic than it was. You know what I'm saying? To try to make it more believable and shit. But ain't nobody after y'all, man. Like, come on, bro. The government not trying to get y'all. Like, they just like, come on, like, get out of here.
Well, didn't the government create a fucking like a specific like not Men in Black, but like figure out what that was in the Sky Department, like like back like in 2019, like.
I mean, hey, whenever you get Obama,
it's like, called the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program.
Wow, I never knew that.
So they had literally have a group of niggas that are sent to like look at stuff in the sky and figure out what it is. The problem is that these videos keep coming out, and obviously they're not doing their job because nobody knows what they are.
They suck at their job.
If I could offer a job, I would take like, that should look crazy.
Make a note.
Over there. That's how you get into the fucking the group. You gotta be like, they're gonna like put something on the screen and you gotta react to it. Like, hey, you saw that right there? That shit was crazy. Like that.
These guys.
I mean, listen. We got Obama saying like there's some shit that we can't explain. It's out there. At that point, like, well, you know what? I think they're trying to normalize this shit because whenever the shit really hit the fan, and there's some other type of worldly shit out there, there won't be like a worldwide panic. I'm assuming, you know what I'm saying? But overall, though, I mean, shit, we knew that there was UFOs from however how long ago.
From dudes with like overalls and no undershirts, like when they used to see that shit.
And then they always said, "I saw a light. I woke up. I was on the table, butt ass naked."
Why everybody's abduction stories like
why these aliens love anal sex so much?
I was just gonna say you have to know that it's real because like that is the only way that they check you.
It's like anal probe. It's like every story is like they like I was just sitting in my living room. Then the sky opened up, and the next thing I know, I had this big rod in my ass. I'm like, what the hell? Every story is like that. Like the aliens took me to 7-Eleven, and we got potato chips and shit.
That would be so dope.
It's like, wait, what?
An alien came down, he had some moon rock, and we hella smoked that shit all night. It was amazing because it was literally from the moon. But listen, so like
he put something in my ass,
and then he turned me over and fucking.
So this alien came down. I told Ashley, yo, you need to repent because you be sticking stuff in people's butts. So we went to church, and it was a great service. And then we went back out. We went to Golden Corral. We had a great meal. He put something in my ass. Like every story.
And And then he took me to the fucking handicap stall. Listen. That's how you know it's real, because like nobody would openly admit that niggas was just in their butt, like if they weren't into that. If they weren't into that, right?
Oh my god.
So you're saying that there was no clout chasers back then?
I don't think so, because like I feel like all of those, you know how like guys were back then, like people, like guys are way more like open sexually than they are now, like than they were back then. There's no way all them niggas back then was just like was comfortable telling niggas that somebody was in their ass. It had to fucking happen. But like, here's the question: why was it always those kind of people that got abducted? Was the city too crowded? Like,
true.
Why?
Right.
Or like, why was it never like a black person? Like, did we fight him off and we're like, nah, I'm cool. I was cool on the golden crowd. Definitely not okay with the fucking butt shit.
Like I was cool with E.T. until he tried to put his finger in my butt.
And then they made that movie and his fucking finger was like probe length and shit.
Right. That shit glow and everything.
That's the camera, so you could be like.
And then y'all ever saw the drawings of these aliens from back then? There was always green skin, gray skin, big eyes, short, lanky bodies. I'm like, God, I mean, okay. At some point, are y'all really just trying to, just piggybacking off of somebody else, or is this some real shit that you saw? You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I hear you, and I agree with you 100% until we get to the anal probing. Like, you're not just gonna clout chase and say that happened if it didn't happen. Like, not back then. Like,
you know, ain't no brother admitting to that. You know what I'm saying? That's probably
hell no.
It might have happened to a brother. No. He's like, I ain't not telling y'all that.
I didn't see anything.
Shit.
He's gonna omit the whole fucking memory from his fucking. He's gonna MIB himself, nigga. Like,
be like, nigga, try me, man, but I punch him right in his face.
I stopped that nigga up, and he flew.
Did he get my butt though? Mr. Williams, you said in your affidavit that he anal probed you. Hey, who told you that shit? It was Charlie. Charlie on the street. Oh, fuck you, Charlie. Charlie.
I knew Tyrone bitch ass was outside.
Okay, but
look, that's why he said that, so I have to pay him back. So listen, then we have Shaq, right? Now, he didn't, obviously, nobody, I don't know what beam is strong enough to pick that big ass nigga up, but he fucking was in California, and he said that he was outside, and he saw that shit, and like he's telling everybody that he thought it was a UFO, and he wasn't comfortable with telling people back then because he didn't think people was gonna believe him. Like, is it because he used to snort coke? Like, why wouldn't people believe him back then? But like now they trust him enough to believe his story.
That nigga cockeyed, man. He don't know what he looking at. Shaq is not. He's like, we saw something in the sky, and we didn't know exactly what it was. Shaquille O'Neal. So I told Kobe. I was like, Kobe, we need this nigga. Shaq is like. He's just a ridiculous human. First of all, he's a giant, so I have a hard time believing anything. He's like literally Goliath, like from the Bible.
He's literally
huge. I've seen this dude next to people who are like big. It's this dude named Tyron Smith. He's a left tackle for the Dallas Cowboys. Dude is 6'5", 300 pounds. By all measurements, he's a giant. He stands next to Shaq, and he looks like a little kid. It's ridiculous. But Shaq is always saying some shit, and I think the fact that he's so goofy all the time, it kind of takes away from his credibility a little bit. I can't
they don't believe you, Shaq.
Nah, you know, Shaq Fu. This nigga made a video game.
Oh yeah, Shaq in the Shaq Fu.
Like,
okay, first of all, that was genius. Like,
I never got to play it, man. What was it on? Like Sega
Genesis, man.
CD? Yeah. Was it Sega Genesis or Sega CD?
It might have been Sega CD.
Sega Genesis. One of them. All I know is I ain't have it at the time, and I was mad because I couldn't play it. So ever since then, I'm like, fuck Shaq. I won't tell him to his face though. That nigga big. But you know what I'm saying?
I mean, if Shaq told you like, "Hey, I saw you before," you believe me, right? Yeah, Shaq.
He's like this on you, like you believe me, right? You're like, yeah, I believe you.
You
Don't
must say
hurt
no.
me.
Like, nah, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Over there, over here. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that shit. It was
That
blue.
nigga
Oh no, it was
stupid.
yellow. Yeah, I saw that shit.
Shot like Debo. Got people on
Yeah,
wire.
for real. You saw that UFO, right?
You see it? Yeah, I saw it. I saw it. Whatever you saw, I saw it. Say, yeah, Shaq.
What explanation? I said it was a UFO. Okay, so speaking of niggas shocked in the fool and niggas that have millions of dollars now, let's talk about what the fuck happened with that fucking pipeline.
Did y'all go through it? Because I know we did up in Charlotte. Hard.
Huh? No, because from what I understand, it was only like most of that fuel was used on the East Coast. I mean, honestly, I think the only thing that happened over here for me was I feel like niggas was taking advantage and hiking up the price.
Okay. Yeah.
But like we didn't go through like niggas like didn't have it or niggas was like hoarding it, but like people were at the gas station every day, but they were putting it in their tanks like they were putting it in like garbage bags and fucking Tupperwares and shit.
That's how it was in Virginia Beach. Like, excuse me, like 2 days after like it happened, the only thing that I saw was like it was lines at like most of the gas stations.
Right.
And I had to wait like in line for like 10 minutes. Like other than that, like, and I think after like maybe 4 or 5 days, it just fizzled out here. It's just regular at gas stations.
Yeah, exactly.
Over here in Charlotte, like, no lie, for about 3 days straight, there was no gas hardly anywhere. Like if you wouldn't get gas in the morning, it was a wrap. No more gas for the rest of the day. You know what I'm saying? So I used to ride by like 2 times every day. Like, all right, is it here? Nope. Let me come back at night. Is it here? Nope. So Charlotte, North Carolina, we got hit hard, y'all. Like that shit was crazy. Like no lie, niggas with the damn bags or the big old jugs of gasoline, like they was doing that shit. It's like
you saw niggas putting gas in bags.
People, clear bags full of piss color gas. Nigga, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, people
never thought somebody would actually see that shit.
Yeah, crazy.
What I want to know is like, what's your plan to get the gas out the bag though? Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like you're gonna poke a hole in it like a Capri Sun. Like what are you gonna do? Same thing when people are just putting in like oblong, weird, like shaped things. Like how are you going to? You're going to lose all. You're gonna set yourself fucking on fire. Is what's gonna happen. Like.
But what's crazy though was that the pipeline, the CEO, didn't they pay a ransom? I think like $5 million.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Like, it's like, did you not read your fucking shit you can't do manual when you started your fucking shit? Like, we don't fucking negotiate with terrorists, and that's a fucking terrorist. Am I incorrect? Like, they paid $4.4 million that they weren't supposed to pay to these motherfuckers.
Listen, I think they like, look, man, we can pay $4 million, but how much are we losing every day that our shit ain't out there like it's supposed to be? So they made a decision, man. I don't necessarily agree with it because then what's to stop them from coming back and attacking y'all again? But you know.
Okay, so right, you would think that, but they're the ones who stopped the fucking pipeline. It wasn't the hackers. They stopped it, right? So they only had access to their billing information. What the fuck does that have to? Why is that? Why couldn't you have just figured out who did it and fucking got them the fuck up out of there or created? I don't know. I don't know how to do that shit. But like, what? How do we get to paying $4.4 million for them not even? They never gained access to what would have stopped the gas.
I think the hackers found some shit. Like, listen, we got some shit on y'all.
It had to have been that, right? It had to have been that.
Right. Maybe somebody's pops is racist, got bodies, but behind some gas station, like, listen, give us about $5 million and we won't do shit. But if y'all don't give us this bread, something going to happen. So they found something. They had to find something.
Have been because it really, when you really bust it down, like it wasn't going to affect the flow of gas.
Right.
It was just they saw that y'all spent $10,000 and in the memo line said for a stripper party, like.
I mean, hey, for them to give up, 4.4 million, whatever, it's amazing that people are really, paying these hackers. Like, for one, hacker, the hackers or hackers involved had to be the smartest shit to hit up a fucking oil company. I mean, a gas company for that shit in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So whatever they found, I'm like, hey, fuck y'all, because I was without gas for about 4 days. So I was on fumes and shit. So fuck y'all. But hey.
My message to the hackers is, can we get down to the fucking brass tacks and like, can y'all fucking get rid of these student loans? Like, what the fuck are y'all doing? What are we doing here, guys?
I'm there with you. Take it with my
debt. I guarantee there's not a hacker that doesn't have some kind of student loan out there. Like, you're guys, you guys say that you're for the people. I'm talking to all you motherfuckers out there. Y'all say y'all for the people, and the only real way to be for the people is to wipe that fucking student debt. That's all I'm saying. So that when everything smooths out and kind of gets back to normal or whatever the fuck, at least we don't have that looming over our heads now after just getting everything back together. Get y'all fucking priorities straight, fucking hackers.
I ain't made a student loan payment since the pandemic started. As soon as it came out with that relief package, it was like, you don't got to pay shit. I was like, what?
Perfect. I'm not. Don't mind if I don't.
Up again later. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, man.
Fuck Sally Mae.
I will pay.
And that's what I'm saying. We all are in agreement to this. Like, what is the problem? And why are we not focusing our attention and our resources where they need to be and getting that shit the fuck up out of here? Like, they don't know your social security. They don't know your social security number to fucking bill you anymore if they fucking delete it all. Like, they can't just guess it.
Listen, yo, man, that would be the best gift. Like word, I got paid $30,000 worth of school debt. Thank you, hacker. You're a lifesaver.
Hacker. Like, where can I subscribe to your YouTube? I know you got one. Like,
teach me how to do that shit.
Listen. I won't listen. Listen, I just want you guys to get your fucking priorities straight. These niggas got 4.4 million and they fucking actually apologize because they were saying, not forgetting the 4.4 million. They said they apologized because they didn't realize people were so fucking stupid and that they were putting fucking gas in bags and blowing themselves up and shit like that.
No, I ain't never heard of nobody robbing somebody and then apologizing for the inconvenience. That shit is
not to them. He wasn't apologizing. He was apologizing to us, the people.
Yeah, I mean, but still though, I get it, but still, you apologizing this shit, like, like I'm gonna steal this shit, but like the fuck.
The real way to apologize, guys, is to completely destroy student loans altogether. That's the only way that's the only apology I need. Like, other than that, you can keep all that shit. But like, speaking of blowing people up, so this is probably why they had to apologize. Because there was a woman in South Carolina, and she was hoarding gasoline and it caught on fire, obviously, when she got into a crash. Now, here's I guess the story is that she had all that gas in her car and it flipped over and it exploded and then she came out on fire and shit. I guess that's the story. But like, isn't the story of why she was eluding the police in the first place? Isn't that really the story here? Why don't we know what happened? Why don't we know why she was running from the police to get caught? I mean, to have gotten into a crash and flipped and almost murdered herself.
That's crazy as shit.
I feel like, she must have.
She was in a chase with the police officers with bags of gas in her car. Like
I don't think she would.
Is this Fast Five?
I don't think Fast Five. We're family. It's all about family.
Have you seen that Vin Diesel commercial about the movies?
Yes.
Go back to the movies. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, you're weird. Like,
that Vin Diesel is just a funny dude in general, man. Like, but she must have had some coke back there too. Because
what was she
skirting away from the cops? Like, for what? You know what I'm saying?
If it's the gas, like they're only gonna tell you stupid. Like,
it ain't like she was in a Maserati or nothing, nigga. She had like a fucking
G6 Pontiac.
or some shit.
Oh, wow.
What?
The Pontiac
G6.
G6. Ain't those the 2 doors joints?
I mean, they get up for the class of vehicle it is, but you're not out running no cops in that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Like, come on, that's kind of.
And then they're in South Carolina, so it had to be meth, or coke,
Okay.
some pills.
This also could have been in Nevada then. I just want to point that out.
Okay. So it could have been, shoot, I don't know, maybe some stolen French bulldog. You know, they sell these days.
With
you know
gas in the car? She's getting a death penalty.
It was a white lady, right? It had to be.
Of course.
Ain't no sister doing all that.
Any black woman that took a trash bag to the gas station and started to do that was like, she felt her fucking ancestors being like, bitch. Why don't white people's ancestors talk to them?
Because they're evil. Evil ancestors.
Listen, they just be like whispering racist shit over their shoulders and shit. Like that's all their ancestors do.
Call him a nigger. Call him a nigger. You know you want
hard on the ER. I know they use it in slang now. Hard on the ER. The way God intended.
Black man breathing all your nice white air.
Listen, call him a nigger, right? Okay, anyway, so she fucking blew her fucking self up. Well, she didn't blow herself up, but like a fucking cop had to like basically like fucking mush her to the ground to fucking like help put her fucking shit out because she literally came out of the car on fucking fire.
I wonder if they're going to make her do a mugshot. If they do, I want to see that shit.
Is she gonna look like that episode of fucking Tom and Jerry when his face was blown back and hella black? Like, or is she gonna look like Daffy Duck when his bill was fucking?
I'm thinking more like Freddy Krueger with the patches of skin just exposed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Very Elm Street. Okay, well, it's the year's going by super fast. It'll be Halloween before you know it. Okay, anyway, she was taken to the hospital. Nobody really knows what happened to her. Hopefully we'll find out why the fuck she was running away from them. Like,
I gotta know
and why it didn't occur to her to probably not do that with gas in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Not too smart, man.
It's really not. All right, so let's go over to speaking of niggas not being smart. There's been this like uptick. So we've talked about how upticks in UFO talk, cool. Mm-hmm. Now there's been like this uptick in like people not knowing that you could just get on the no-fly list and you never get off of that thing. Like, there's just people are just doing a lot of bizarre, crazy 1996 movie things on airplanes, and I'm not really sure why. The fucking Federal Aviation Administration is definitely cracking down on this shit. And they are basically fining these people, ranging from like $9,000. So basically your very low fine is going to be $9,000 if you like refuse to like wear a mask and you call like the flight attendant a bitch, like while you're not wearing a mask. Like, but then another guy got a fine for $52,000 or a little bit over, I think. Because again, this is why I said 1996 like movie vibes, like because he proceeded to go to the cockpit, try to open the cockpit, and then like punch somebody. Like,
yo, he must have
in
been
this airplane. Like, what is happening? Like,
he must have been nice. Like, had about 5 vodkas. Like, you know what?
You've been okay, but pause. You've been drunk on a fucking plane before. Am I wrong?
No.
I know I have.
Have you ever been so fucked up that you was like, you know what I'm about to go do? I'm about to pretend like I'm going to the bathroom, but really am about to take off this fucking plane. Like, what?
Yo, shout out to everybody that gets drunk and violent. Like, I don't understand that.
What
I know
is
people
that?
who do it, but when
Uh-huh.
I drink, I get more sociable. I'm trying to have a good time. If I have enough, I'm gonna be slumped over.
Yeah.
How do you drink and just be like, all of a sudden get this rush of adrenaline? I don't understand that, man.
I'm hijacking this plane, motherfucker. Like,
right,
what?
Like, you know what? I'm gonna go open up the door. I'm gonna punch somebody.
I'm about to go see what they doing.
Punch that nigga. I don't see Wesley Snipes up here. Anybody go past 57B.
Right.
I'm gonna tell them they're doing a bad job flying this plane. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
The job that you're doing, like,
and
I don't,
like, what the fuck is happening? But basically, like, go ahead.
No. I think it's just the sense of entitlement. Like going back to like the whole mask thing, like mask. I gotta wear no fucking mask. Who is you telling me I gotta wear a mask on this goddamn plane? $9,000? Find me again. 10,000? Fuck y'all. I'm like, yo. I mean, man.
White privilege is real, man.
Yo.
It's a real thing.
Is it because they've been inside for too long? Like, it's getting out of control. Like, or it's not even white people, because I know y'all saw the fucking video where the people were having a full-on fucking fight on a plane that's in the fucking sky. It wasn't a fucking runway. It wasn't. It wasn't still. Listen, that it was like 20 people standing up.
Man.
It was like it sounded, because you couldn't really see because there was so many people. It sounded like at least 2 fights. Like, it was a lot of shit happening. And the fucking airplane was in the fucking sky.
That's crazy.
Wow. That's crazy.
That's some scary shit, man.
If 50 Cent and Ja Rule could be on the same plane at the same time, and them niggas hate each other with the passion.
If Jeffrey and Curtis can get along in
but y'all niggas, y'all can't, you can't wait till you land the fight. You gotta fight right here. Like,
I just don't understand. So basically they're like, yo, why are y'all treating this like we're on the ground? Like, we're gonna have to start fucking fighting y'all. Like, what is y'all doing? Like, where did we lose the fucking instructions of like, sit the fuck down, put your fucking seatbelt on, lift your fucking tray up when we're fucking landing? Like, what is
have a drink and chill out? Like, I don't
chill the fuck out. Ask for a blanket. Like
how you gonna fight a nigga with a plane? You fuck around and hit the little latch on the door, and everybody did. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, you're fucking get right caught in the little fucking propeller, nigga. Listen, I cannot. Like, I don't what the fuck. I don't. It's like a mixture of people not being outside. The flight, the fact that flights were like $15 until like yesterday. Like, I don't know what's happening. Like, listen, I wish I don't know.
People just need an excuse to wild out. And I guess if you know what, I'm in the air. So I need to wild out in the air.
Is that a thing? Like, I don't even know how airplanes work. Like I don't really get it. Like, but like, I feel like if too many niggas are standing up, that can't be good. Like, I feel like you gotta sit down for a fucking reason in those individual, like, fucking spaced out perfectly and weighed out perfectly seats. I think you just gotta like sit just like that. I don't think all of y'all can just be on the back of the plane. Like,
it's a plane that's gonna go backwards.
Yeah,
lift the fuck over.
It's going to like this shit.
Like, Jimmy up the street died. Like, what happened to him? His plane flipped over backwards.
I think so. He's still here. It just says his devices aren't connected. But yeah, like, I just feel like you can't. I feel like you can't be standing up and shit. Like, that's all I'm saying. Like,
man, that's ridiculous, man.
So basically, they're trying to fucking like crack down on this shit. I think that another fine was like $27,000 on a Southwest flight because a person kept yelling and like banging the seat in front of him.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know what for, like, but yeah.
Why?
Another person, $18,000 for being on a JetBlue flight, and then he brought his own alcohol on the flight, and then refused to stop drinking it when they asked him to put it away. And then, and because he just had the mask like just on his chin because like to preserve his beard and shit. So I don't really know. Like I thought that like we just had generally learned that it was very unsafe and incorrect to just be doing weird stuff in the sky. Like, and also where the fuck aren't there supposed to be fucking marshals on the plane? Like,
exactly.
is that just like a movie thing, or like
I think they low key stopped doing that shit. I think like maybe like a few years after 9/11, they was just like, I guess it's safe to stop doing that now. But with all these flights coming in and out, I know it's not a marshal on everyone. Like,
okay, but like
I'm gonna need one on my flight. Then
I'm gonna think
some security or something. You know,
right.
I'm gonna need you to put that on the fucking the ticket information when I'm booking my flight. Like, is there gonna be a marshal on this flight, or is niggas just gonna be making the plane go backwards because everybody on the back of the
plane? Yo, check this out. You can't tell me every time you're not on the plane. You know how to be on the plane and you sitting down and you put your seatbelt on. You getting ready. The thought at some point in the flight goes through your mind. Look, if them niggas try some 9/11 shit,
like yo,
I'm fucking
like,
somebody else. Like, ain't no sit down.
Who can I make who can I make a visual alliance with? Like, who other black people?
As a weapon here, I got this magazine and shit. This in-flight magazine. Right. I'm about to just.
And if you start bending the fucking corners, you can hella get somebody a paper cut real good. Like, right.
So that nigga with a Newsweek, son.
So, horror joints. So I'm assuming that now, whenever we're on the plane, we're no longer looking at Indians, Pakistanis, Middle Eastern people for like problems. Now we're looking at white people for problems.
From Florida, like
right.
Yeah, look, let me see your ID real quick. Everything crazy is in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Everything. Like, yeah, man. Oh, I guess the guy who was banging on the shit said he was gonna like blow everybody up and shit. So,
oh yeah,
I mean,
gotta go.
That's old school. That's
right.
Automatic so long.
Which is why marshals need to be on the plane. Like, knock this nigga out until we get to San Jose. Like,
I don't care if he got mental health issues. Okay, what it is, I'm still
knock him out.
As soon as I heard that shit,
ain't nobody on a plane.
That's it. Punch that nigga in the back of the head.
Ain't nobody on the plane equipped to tell if a nigga is crazy or he just being like weird. Like, so knock that nigga out, and when you get on the ground, you figure it out. Like,
that's what I'm saying. You gotta kill him. Just knock his dumb ass out.
How much time left on this plane? Like, so you know how hard to hit him. Like, he need to be out for another 45 to an hour. All right. Fucking wind it up.
Here it comes.
You gotta wind it up. Every wind is 15
up like,
minutes.
What the hell are you doing? Look, I'm winding it up.
Every wine is 15 minutes. Every wine is 15 minutes of sleep.
Yo, that terrorist shit could not happen on the plane it's like, I think like pre 9/11 was one thing, because I think you just maybe, I don't know, maybe it don't compute, but like after 9/11 and seeing all the stuff that happened and knowing if you don't stop this dude, we're gonna die anyway. Like, no.
Yeah.
You have to kill me on the plane before the plane crashes. Like,
I'm definitely not just gonna let you kill me in a plane crash. That's definitely not doing that.
Facts.
Like, anyway, but yeah, so people are just wilding out on the fucking flights, and they're getting fined for it. I don't know what happens if they don't pay it, because some of these niggas sound like they can't afford these hefty fines just based on where they were leaving and going to. Nigga, like
$50,000, my nigga.
Yeah.
Hey, do you ever wonder, like, people, because like you be seeing like different signs or different stuff, like, yo, don't block the intersection, or it's like $100,000 fine, something crazy like that. You ever wonder when people get hit with these like charges, like how do they pay that shit? You know what I'm saying?
Probably payment plans for the rest of their life. Like,
yo, that's so I'll be mad as hell. Like, $80,000 fine, really, my nigga? Like, yo.
Yeah.
They ain't playing, man. They ain't playing. They want their money.
Yeah, so So speaking of people acting a goddamn fool, what is happening with all the fucking 80s fucking TV people, Scott Baio and fucking Ricky Schroeder and shit, mad at Costco? Like, first of all, I love how they shop in bulk.
They are shopping smart.
They are. They're being fiscally responsible. I love that about them.
There you go.
But here's the issue that I'm having. Like, are we attacking people, like, verbally and putting them on the internet because they're doing their fucking job? Because you want to breathe your little gross breath on people? Like, I don't understand. So, Ricky Schroeder has a video where he's basically berating a dude at Costco. And he's like, "What do you do? And why aren't you letting me in the store?" Like, besides being a dick, like, you're not wearing a mask and everybody else is wearing a mask. Like, I get that the CDC has told you motherfuckers that you guys should be able to, like, freely breathe everywhere and stuff like that. And that's cool. That's super cool. I just also think that we don't have to respect other people anymore.
Right.
Like, this is like taking a toll on people, and some people at this point are just way more comfortable with them than without them. And like, so like, you have to be, I just don't understand. Like, people are like, why pay my debt to society for getting it? Like,
I think people are just they don't know, they don't want to follow the rules anymore. Like, shit, if a store
clearly because niggas fighting on a plane,
right? Clearly, you can't go in the store without any shoes on, a dog or a shirt on, and now a mask. But you know what? Fuck it. If I'm not wearing a mask, I'm still going to come in because I'm in America. My bad.
Right.
Excuse me. I am an American.
America.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I don't understand how some of these people get so fucking entitled, man, to like, y'all can't tell me what to do. That's bullshit. Because that was the case, then you guys be locked up somewhere else. So why take it out on somebody that fucking works there? You know they don't enforce the shit. That's their job. Damn it. Let them work. That's it, man. That's it. Crazy as white folk.
And then Scott Baio and everybody's like, oh, y'all should just go back and get your refunds on a membership. Like, I don't even think that's how it works. Like, I think that just like everybody else, you just don't renew it. Like, they're not going to give you your money back for shopping at Costco for 8 months. And now you mad. Like, you want a whole year fucking what is happening? Like,
damn, though. What if Scott Baio is like broke as shit? Because I ain't seen this nigga in the movie in a long time. What if this nigga's broke as shit and he just like legit needed his money back? He's like, yo, if I act like an asshole, I know I could get a refund. Let me just see if this shit works. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's possible, but also, what has Ricky Schroeder been doing? Like, very, like, I just, guys, it's hard enough to work in the fucking service industry. Like, it just doesn't make sense that we're like doing this to people, like, and just making their jobs harder because you want to just it's not even like people are like stopping you from being authentically you. Like, we're like these are fucking like rules. Like, these are just the rules for right now. Like, now our rules in Vegas change on June 1st. Like,
right.
And when that shit happens, allow that shit to happen. But like, you're not a trailblazer. You're not fucking Joan of Arc right now for fucking trying to go places open mouth. Like,
and that's the key word, Chris. It's just for right now. People don't understand this shit. Like, they think, oh, this is going to be forever to the end of time.
Right.
It's just for right now. 6 months from now, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. You can kiss a fucking pull you know, a stinky ass pull of mud water and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, it's just for right now. People have lost their damn minds. Think of that. Somehow it's this government trying to infer on people's rights. Like, nah, nigga. People don't want to die. They don't want to get sick, and companies don't want to get sued. So chill the fuck out. Go somewhere else, and just be happy.
It's so much deeper than you not wanting to wear a mask. Like,
right. It's entitlement, man. It's entitlement. Their entitlement and their what's it called? White privilege is showing. You know what I'm saying? I think you're seeing it a lot more than you used to see. It's always been there, but you're seeing it a lot more.
It's just because people like being on the internet now, and people are filming everything. That's the only difference.
Cloud
Yeah, 'cause
chasing.
he did film himself going out.
Everybody, go get your refunds from Costco. Like, ugh, like.
Then
It's
again,
so nasty,
too,
man.
cocaine is a hell of a drug. So
Oh, you saw
Ah,
it. You saw it.
good point. Good point.
All right. So speaking of people on the internet, right? Snapchat. The kids fucking love it. Like it sounds super old saying that. But yeah, so they fucking like it, and they like it so much that they're being so laxed on it that they're not even realizing that they're fucking causing hate crimes and shit. So,
I saw the story. So
mhm.
can somebody explain to me like what exactly was shared?
Okay,
I
so
just
there
get in
was a
trouble.
picture. I should have fucking found it, but it was a picture, and you know how like a kid's sitting further back in the classroom, and there's some rows ahead of him, and there's a black kid just sitting there, not turned towards him, not anything. It's just the back of the black kid's body, and he wrote on there, "Why is there a nigger in my class? Why isn't he in chains?"
Oh
wow,
man, that's
Nigga, it's
wow,
9:30 in the morning. What is happening?
yo,
Like,
that is fighting words right there, man.
that's some strong hate that you got that much hatred
Yeah,
that early in the morning. That
and you're
means it's
that's
down
like
16,
that's what
deep
I'm saying.
down.
Like,
and you're 16. Fuck.
mm-hmm.
Mm, that's wild.
So
And then he got like arrested or something. Did he get arrested?
he's being charged hold on, with a whole bunch of, honestly, I know the story, but like I didn't really read this because honestly it was just a whole bunch of fluffy like,
Okay.
oh,
Okay.
we made people apologize, or we apologize to people and we made him apologize to people. It's just fucking bullshit. Like the fact is like we can fucking charge him on like weird like hate, like because he's like, and I searched all the law books and I found that like this is the best like thing that we could fucking charge him with. Hold on, I'm gonna find out what he was charged with. Okay, he was charged with ridicule on account of creed, religion, color, denomination, nationality, or race, as well as second degree breach of peace.
Mm.
I don't know what any of that shit means.
How about expel that motherfucker from school? So his
How
ass
about expel
can.
him and then fucking blackball him from all the fucking schools except for the fucking bad kid schools? That's what I say.
Mm-hmm. I'm there
So
with you.
go be racist over there and get beat up. Go ahead.
And you know what?
That's what I say.
16.
I bet his
Like he
parents
was
didn't
8
even
years old.
apologize.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, and it's just like, okay, that's cool, but like apologizing isn't going to, what is that going to change? Like, he obviously
Nothing.
wakes up in the morning feeling like that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's learned
But
behavior.
listen,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm very much in every fucking way against like camps that like take people and try to tell them who to love, but I'm definitely not against or opposed fucking sending racist niggas to a camp like and helping them get their motherfucking lives together. Like, because like you putting an apology in isn't going to change the way that you're thinking.
Nah.
You need a 9 a.m. ass beating every fucking morning until you get that hate out your heart. Like, that's all I got. Like,
Well, yo,
listen,
Roto.
like you have like I want you to come out of this program when you hate somebody. You got to give me 10 fucking reasons why, and they all have to personally affect you. Other than that, you're still here. I don't know what to tell you. See you at 9 a.m.
You know, and I guarantee his parents feel the same exact way that he do. It's probably where he got that shit from. You know what I'm saying? So he can. So I mean, he can do whatever he can to get right. But ultimately, if his folks who pay for his meals and his clothes on his back feel the same way too, that's gonna be a heavy ass chain to break. Real talk.
Thanks.
Real talk.
You know, we just gotta like wait for all these people's like grandmothers and stuff to just die. Cause like once we get down to just like the mom and dad, like, cause sometimes they're a little bit progressive, or like one of them is, but you can get rid of all those like racist ass like grandparents and great grandparents that just won't die. Like when they just go, like then I think that we can like slowly like be like, you know, niggas would know that they just can't just be acting like that. Like But when you gotta go to Thanksgiving and like church every fucking Sunday with your fucking racist ass grandma, and she just be like whispering hateful things in your ear, like
Man.
fucking.
I can't stand them black folk. Hope they go
Yeah.
somewhere one day. I'm like, Grandma, help wrong with you, Grandma.
Exactly. Like, and back then, people were so racist that they could just be just thinking of it. Like, you ain't see a black person or nothing. You just thinking of a racist thing and you just say it out loud. Like,
man,
you ain't seen a black person in 2 weeks.
To see the racism in it. They only gotta say
Yes.
like black person's walking.
They got racism wrinkles, like right
racism
here.
wrinkles.
It's that face.
Right here from just being like
looking like the Crypt Keeper.
yes.
No, she only 48. The racism
And if they
has
don't
run
get this
her down.
kid together, he gonna look like he's 32 by the time he's 18. I'm just trying to help everybody.
Oh man,
Like
right?
Chappelle said, Chappelle was like, "This racism is killing me on the inside." That's what happens to racist people. Like, this shit ages you, man.
Like, it literally does. Oh my god. So I don't know what any of those charges mean. I don't know how that translates to anything besides everybody apologizing. I don't know what that does.
They don't mean
Like-
a damn thing because that kid is gonna be in school next week. Like shit ain't changed, so they don't mean nothing.
I just say they just let the little boy just lock the fucking gym room and just put him and that black boy in it and just let them just
5 minutes. Just give me
That's it.
5 minutes.
You don't need nothing
Right.
else on that hard gym floor. It'll be all you hear is fucking fucking shoes and shit.
And look, it got to be a brother that can fight too, because you can't just
Yeah.
throw some dude in there. Like, you can't lose this battle. Like, we can't lose to the
the boy who was in the snap, I feel like he gets to nominate like Katniss and shit. Like he get to fucking do, like somebody can like tribute. You feel me? Like, and you go get like the biggest bullying ass nigga like that there is. Yeah.
Now, yo,
Yeah.
I would love to see that shit.
Yeah.
I would
also,
love to see that shit, man.
also same.
Mm.
So I don't know what any of this shit translates to. I don't know how he's going to learn from this. But it's just, I don't know. It's a lot to fucking deal with when people are just so like just racist for no reason. Like,
Yo,
like-
I almost legit feel sorry for him. I don't, but
who, the
the
kid?
racist. No, I'm talking about just racist, like extremely racist people in general. Because I'm like,
Okay.
yo, how? Because like I'm comfortable in any room I'm in. I could be around all
Mhm.
black folks or white. I don't
Mhm,
care. Like I'm not thinking about them. I'm thinking about what I got to do today, what I got going on.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
dang, yo, like you so racist. You got so much hatred inside you. If you just in a room or like a club or a bar, and a
Mhm.
couple of black people walk in, you stiffen up and shit. Like you can't even have a good time. I'm like, yo, like
It like ruins your whole
Damn.
shit.
that's what I'm saying. That must suck. Oh, guess what? I'm moving into your neighborhood now. Like, oh,
He's gonna stay awake all weekend thinking
I
about
feel
that
racism
shit.
wrinkles coming in. Like,
Yes,
coming
yes,
up
you
here.
feel him. Like
You can feel it. It's the Botox.
there's like bing,
racism.
bing, 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 like that.
Nigger!
Yo, you remember that fucking scene of the Goofy movie where Max was like dreaming that he turned into his dad and his fucking
Yeah.
hands start getting big and shit? Like that's how you like turn into a racist. Like you just start like popping out of your like normal skin. I mean, this is crazy. Anyway, so
They love us too, man. That's the bad part. A lot of them, they hate because they want to be us, but they can't.
so bad.
It's like the late great Paul Mooney was like, it's like everybody want to be a nigga, but don't nobody want to be a nigga. I was like,
True
yo,
shit.
this nigga Paul Mooney is right, son.
Said
He's
it.
so
He said
right.
it.
He's right.
Like
Paul.
they
Bro,
hate
money.
that we do it so effortlessly. Like,
Facts.
yeah, I don't know, but all
All the
right.
band-aids,
So
man.
speaking of some more racist, fucking outlandish shit, this shit is probably like the most irritating shit I've seen all fucking year. I think, and I've seen a lot of irritating shit this year. Dartavius Barnes, in his fucking traffic stop. Not gonna play it because I think that shit is very just disrespectful and foul.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, he was in Springfield, which what a place to be in as a black person in Illinois. Like, let's start there. If you're not on a fucking school field trip, there is absolutely like that shit is very like the fact that he just got arrested, like, and that they didn't do way more than what they fucking did is like very like, whew, like I'm gonna be honest, like, so the officers pull him over. They go through his car. So they go through his car. They find something in the center console. It's a cylinder. They start unscrewing it, showing it to each other. Thought it was heroin. Then I checked for cocaine, but then it looks like it's probably Molly. And they're just talking and all this shit like this. They said that they did a fucking field test and it came back positive for something. They said.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't drugs. It was his fucking 2-year-old daughter that was killed from neglect from the baby's mom and then the mom's boyfriend.
It's crazy.
So he's suing them, obviously.
Damn
right.
Rightfully so. And then throughout the video, he's telling you. Like, have you ever heard somebody say some shit like, yo, that's my daughter, referring to things in a container? And like, have you ever heard somebody say that? Like,
nah. That's
and if you heard somebody say that, wouldn't you feel inclined to stop whatever the fuck you're doing?
I heard didn't they spill something like on the street or something? Like that's come on, man.
And then dipped all it into test for it and shit.
I feel like, how do you not know what an urn is? So in my mind, I'm thinking they know what this is. You've seen urns.
When he said cylinder, like I immediately thought of cold metal, like.
Right. And it's not like it was a thermos. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure it looked like an urn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what they thinking is, okay,
G2, so it ain't gonna be gigantic, like.
Yeah, he's trying to be clever. You know what I'm saying? This is an urn, but I'm sure he's got some drugs in here, some coke, something like that, which is like insane. And I'm glad he's suing.
Yeah, and then one of them say that well, we'll just give him a ticket for the weed. Yeah. And then like besides a piss off dad. I'm like, you wouldn't be pissed off too if somebody just dumped the ashes of your loved one and then like
you got a nerve to charge me for weed? Like
you can't make this stuff up, man.
I mean,
he's obviously suing them, and I'm super happy and glad about that.
Yeah, this is one story that I'm glad, like Chris said, that it didn't came out to be worse. I mean, the brother could have been shot,
a lot worse.
Could have got beat up. They could have
poured all that shit out, like, right. And then killed him, like.
Right. I mean,
it could have been so much worse.
I'm glad he got his life because once more, we don't need another black unarmed death this week. It's my heart is already heavy. Hearing that shit for the past month now, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, can we get a break? Like, this is light, but really disrespectful. But I'm like, I'm glad that he's
very
suing.
Disrespectful.
Yeah,
exactly. And it's like the 1 year anniversary of George Floyd too.
That too, like it's just. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I hope fucking somebody's cat pisses in their urn when they die. Somebody uses cat.
Knock the shit down off the
off the mantle. Yep, just like Mr. Jinx, nigga. All right, so speaking of movies, since we just said that, let's talk about how Nicolas Cage is the most insane person ever to walk the earth.
Cocaine.
Yo, I love Nicolas.
It's a hell of a drug.
I love Nick.
I like some of his performance. I'm not the biggest Nick Cage fan, bro. Like Nick
Cage is the Chris Brown of movies. He just make 96 movies, and like maybe 10 of them will be okay. Like
I know what it is about Nicolas Cage. This is what it is.
What's that?
I like Nicolas Cage's acting. I don't like his hair pieces. I don't like the actual movies that he's in. I think he makes bad movie choices sometimes. Like, what was that one movie he did where it was like he could like see like 3 seconds in the future or something?
Yo, I like that movie, man.
Oh,
What's
I
that
remember
about?
that movie.
The premise was dope, but then at the end of the
Okay.
movie, it was all a dream. Like, really? Really?
No, it wasn't
mean,
a
Burger
dream.
Man.
He saw so
Wicker Man.
far into the
Wicker
future,
Man.
and he was like, "All right, I know what to do now." That's what it was,
Yo,
man.
and it was stupid. And then, you know what? The worst one, Wicker Man. This
Wicker Man
yeah.
was awful.
They advertise it and they show you the trailer is like, okay, it's this, you know, hard-nosed detective. He's trying to find this missing kid, so he goes to this island with all these strange people, and then that happens. I'm like, oh snap, this is great, this is good. And halfway through the movie, the little girl appears. I'm like, oh, that's a twist, and it's getting good. But then, like the last 5 minutes of the movie, it's the women tricking him into going into this giant thing, and they burn him up. I'm like, all right. But he the hero of the movie, so he's going to get out somehow. No, he just burned. All he did was try to rescue this crazy little white girl and try to do the right thing as a detective, and he just gets burned up by these crazy chicks at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, but that's a remake, so
yeah.
I mean, it's not off from what happens at the end of the original, but Sorcerer's Apprentice is his best work, so.
I'm trying to think, did I see that?
I fucking love Sorcerer's Apprentice. Y'all better watch that movie. Y'all better watch that. With Jay,
I forgot about that.
Okay.
You gotta watch that shit again. That shit was amazing. Yeah. That was one of my favorite movies. But yeah, so he's fucking insane. But guys, doesn't he make all these fucking movies because he has to?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he got a castle. He got a fucking castle. So he needs to pay for that castle.
To like keep his lights on and shit. So some of these are gonna be a miss. Like, so speaking of trying to get in every movie, he actually auditioned for the Green Hornet. Seth Green. Oh my God, Seth Green. Am I in 1998 right now?
I do that all the time.
Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen said that he wanted to be in Green Hornet, but he wanted to play a Jamaican white
guy. There's one guy that's going to attempt it. It's Nick Cage.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out how much it's going to cost for us to like see that video of the audition.
Yo, his accent must have been horrible too. You know what I'm
saying?
But
like, why Jamaican? Why you just can't be a white guy? Like, what's like? There's no like reason that a Jamaican needs to be in Green Hornet. Like,
matter of fact,
that's not like pivotal to the fucking storyline. Yeah, that a white Jamaican be in it, like.
Yeah, didn't Seth Rogen said like they was at a crib chilling. He came by, did a monologue in that accent. He was like, I don't think he even read the script. He just came by the crib like, you know what? I want to be a white Jamaican on your movie.
On your movie. Listen to this, man.
Bomba clock.
Right.
Now that should would have been funny. Chet Hanks.
No, he always do that shit with his hands. You know what I'm saying? I know. We need more cocaine.
Yo, Gone in 60 Seconds also my shit. When you did the hand thing, I made me think about Gone in 60 Seconds.
Does it in every movie. It's ridiculous.
He does.
Every
he does.
Movie does it.
He literally has to be in like 500 movies. Like, it's so many. Like, I mean, he has a lot of movies. He has a lot of movies on Shudder. So he's like, really? I don't know if he's moving into the horror genre, but he's got like Mom and Dad, where like him and his like wife just wake up one day and they're like crazed fucking psychopaths, and like
I like that one.
It wasn't bad. Yeah. It wasn't bad. And then he's got one that it looks like Five Nights at Freddy's, like his car stops or some shit. You saw that shit, G?
Yeah,
nigga wasn't good.
Hilarious. Yo, listen, he really talks. Listen, yo, all right, let me give you the premise right. One day, Nick Cage is just driving around chilling. Car breaks down. Yeah, he gets the car taken to a auto mechanic. Like, yo, we don't have to set debit cards. We need cash. Like, all right, I need to work. Somebody takes him to the Five Nights at Freddy's Chuck E. Cheese spot. Like, yo, clean it up. I give you some money. Then magically, all of the mechanical creatures come out. He kills them one by one, and then apparently I won't give out the rest, but yo, that joint is hilarious. That's a great hate watch movie right there, yo.
When did that
Hate
come
watch
out?
movie. Like this year.
Okay. Was it like on a streaming service only or something? What's it on?
Direct to DVD.
Direct to Shutter.
Yo, put me on to Shutter. What is this Shutter?
Shutter is it's like an Amazon Prime channel that you can add, and it's just like all like horror, like things like that.
Gotcha.
Horror movies, slashers, psychological thrillers, whatever.
Yeah.
And then he had one called Mandy. Was like
I didn't see that one.
Yo, matter of fact, Chris, back in the day, I did a review on a podcast about it years ago, man. You know what I'm saying? But Mandy I liked it. It was artsy. It was him doing his Nick thing, but it was more like contained. It wasn't like all over the place and doing all of this shit right here.
They said half a line. That's all we got.
Yeah, that was it. Like, we're going to give you
I work with that.
But we're going to have to half during the movie. Yeah. That's how it was.
I'm about to check that one out. But yeah, this nigga is fucking insane. Okay, so anyway, let's go ahead. I'm gonna actually skip the Tokyo one just because we're kind of crunching for time. But basically, guys, Japan is saying, hey, don't come over here building shit that we can't fucking use anymore and fucking ruining our shit when y'all fucking leave. And just ruining our shit and destroying our economy and making buildings that we can't even fucking make money out of and just making them sit there. So that's basically what they're saying. So that was that story. So then finally, I just want to take a moment to just like really like talk about these PPP loans. Like they are real. People are really getting in trouble for them. People don't care. There's still people trying to get them still.
Wow.
Like right now.
Mm-hmm.
There are people still putting in new applications for them.
It was bound to happen, man. You talking about free money out there? Oh, it was gonna happen. You know niggas was gonna be like, look. Forget credit card fraud. We got the new
exactly. This is what we're doing now. This is what we're doing now. I can't. Oh my god. So the most recent one is a Instagram influencer named Danielle Miller. She's 31 years old. From Miami. $100,000 of PPP money. She is living her life, getting all the pics for the gram, posting $5,000 charges. For things and fucking basically they're saying after all is said and done, she took about $100,000 from them. If she's convicted, she's gonna face up to 20 years prison and 3 years supervised release and a fine of more than what she stole.
Get on that
$250,000 fine, and that's like if she's convicted. Like she faces all that shit.
All because you want to stunt for the gram.
Is it worth it?
It is not. But in the moment,
couldn't y'all have just kept going and like breaking into model homes and acting like y'all live there like y'all used to? Like, why? Like,
listen, if you're
them niggas
that
be in
gonna go big,
empty ass kitchens be killing me. Like, it ain't a toaster on the counter. It ain't shit on the counter. Just your money counter and your lean. Like, okay. You live there. I believe it.
Listen.
People will try anything, man, just to keep up appearances. But see, this is the whole thing, man. What happened to intelligent criminals? I feel like people that be trying to scam and criminals have gotten dumber as the years have gone on. And I'm like, you got all of Google to like figure out clever ways to do stuff and get away with it, but like it's not registering. Like it used to be like back in the day, if you sold drugs that you know, if you was making a lot of money, maybe you would like, you know, kind of like downplay it a little bit. Or if you transporting, you know, stuff state to state, you know, you just get like a little hoop ride. You don't get nothing flashy. Right. It's like all that goes out the window. Like they put everything on Instagram. They shooting people now and then talking about it in songs and putting
Yeah.
Instagram posts up. Like
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
And then
I don't
two,
either.
if I'm going to scam 100,000 from the government, for one, I'm not going to stay here. I'm gonna make it very hard for y'all to get me. I ain't gonna post it on the gram. I'm gonna be skipping country to country to country until the money runs out, and then I'll just be living on the streets in Brazil or in France or
Listen.
something like that. You know what I'm saying? But America, y'all gotta come and catch me to get me. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
But
not
nah,
even doing all of that extra shit where y'all probably. I'm doing shit so low key. When y'all round up everybody, y'all forgot about me. Like,
Exactly.
like, oh, she still got the Hyundai. Like, oh, okay, like,
that's how you do it. Real
Yeah.
G's moving
Dumber and
silence,
dumber,
man.
you hear it. Listen, but yeah, I don't. Scamming seems like it's not gonna stop, guys.
Oh nah.
Just stop. Just stop. I don't know, guys. Speaking of scammers, I don't know who calls me more. A robo fucking Donald Trump asking for money or the car warranty people. Like,
Oh, the warranty.
Listen, when I tell you they've called my phone from no less than 35 different numbers, and I know it's a
Yes!
different number because every time I get
You
the
block
call,
it.
I tell them I block it. First, if it's actually, sometimes it's actually a real person. I'm like, look, this take me off the list, and then I block, and then like maybe 2 days later I get another call. I'm like, yo, y'all got how many numbers do y'all got?
So many, like too many.
Listen,
Like, but Donald Trump be calling me all the time, and I'm like, is it because I registered as an independent? Like, where I'm like, because like I don't really understand why he would be fucking calling me. Like, and he's like, hey, like the slick Democrats thought that, and I was like, what is happening? Like, it's 9:00 at night. First off,
right.
Chris, you know what it is. You know the reason I'm calling you. You know it's not even a question of why I would call you. I know some good people on there. Good people. Good people. It's Chris. You know. You already know
I need
what
like $500. Like, what's happening? Like,
hook your nigga Trump up, please. You know
right. They're trying to hold a real nigga down and shit.
I gotta wonder how many people did that scam work on to like for somebody like, you know what? Maybe I do need an extended car warranty.
Keep doing that shit.
You know what? The next time they call, I'm gonna see how deep the rabbit hole is. I'm gonna ruin their whole day. I'm gonna take an hour out of my day and talk to somebody and just speak in complete gibberish the entire conversation.
Yo,
maybe that's what we need to do.
Record that, man. Yeah,
maybe we need to do that because maybe we could get them to stop scamming and like get jobs. Like McDonald's is giving out iPhones, guys, like for fucking for getting a job there. Like maybe we can get some of these scammers off our cell phones and into these McDonald's.
Okay.
God.
Listen. That'd be dope.
Oh my God. But it's not going anywhere, guys. Just make sure your grandma know that niggas can't call and say that you in jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, and just stuff like that. And then you should be okay. And I guess that's it. We're kind of ready for the one up for the week, guys. My one up for the week is, I feel like I said it earlier, just be authentically yourself. Like, nobody does you better than you. Like, and it fucking does you no good to be trying to be up under people and in the shadow of other people. So that's mine. You guys just have anything that you guys want to give the audience to go into the next week? Words of encouragement, funny things that you got from the stories that we talked about today, or anything at all?
I'll go. Don't stunt for the gram. It ain't worth it. If you're doing something that's illegal, keep it off the camera. Don't put it in your face. Put the phone down and do your thing in silence. But be safe out there.
Facts.
I can dig it.
Yeah, I would say, yo, just be humble, man. Like you can try to be dope in your life and try to do dope shit. Like, that's cool. You should be doing that. But like, yo, be humble. I had a dude like tell me, what did he say? We were talking about, you know, pros and cons of getting the vaccination, right?
Okay.
And he was saying that it would be crazy to get the vaccination because it was like 14 people that something bad happened to. And I was like, Yeah, but that's
You said 14 people.
I was like, bro, it's 14 people out of like 400 million doses that they've given. It's probably maybe like 200 million people they've given it to, and I was like, yo, 14 out of that's actually not bad. That's how all vaccines work. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, do your research. I'm gonna tell you, get it, don't get it, whatever, but do your research. And he just went
Make
on
the
and on
decision
and
for
on.
yourself.
Yeah, and then like he was like, and I was presenting facts to the dude, and he was just like saying stupid stuff, but then like his English was all jacked up. So I was like, yo, is this dude got like it's having a stroke? Like he was like typing like he was having a stroke. Like I don't know what it is. I'm just
Maybe he was typing because he had a stroke because he already had the first shot.
That's
He's
why
an
he was
eighth
mad.
person.
That's why he was mad,
man. Like, yo, just be humble, man, because like you're using big words and you misspelling them. Like just like like come on, man, you just making yourself look stupid out here. But
stay on your vocabulary level, I think is
yeah.
what Chris is trying to say, y'all.
That's it. Yeah.
So, guys, thank y'all so much for being here. I don't know who wants to do all y'all social medias, but the floor is yours. Tell everybody where they can find y'all and all of that good shit.
No doubt. Well, follow us on YouTube first at RENG Present Geek Salad. We have movie breakdowns, reviews for TV shows, music, thoughts, and breakdowns up there too. Plus, we do a lot of skits, a lot of funny stuff that we do. You can follow us also on Instagram at Geek Salad Now. My personal Instagram is at REA the King. And G, if you want to give me your
Mine is everybody calls me G. And also, please make sure to check out our podcast that we post every Wednesday at 8 p.m. You can find us everywhere on Spotify, Apple, Google, Breaker, and Anchor. So pretty much where you can find podcasts, we are there. We love y'all and thank y'all.
Sweet. Okay, so I guess I'll do my shit really quick. If you guys missed the live from last Saturday for Podcast Happy Hour for May, because I hosted, you guys can check out the visuals right now on the YouTube channel. I'm going to actually post the audio only the same time that this drops. So tomorrow you'll get episode 120 and 121. And then just make sure that you guys are following All Docked Up on Instagram and Twitter. And then make sure that you guys subscribe to the YouTube. We go live almost every other Sunday. This Sunday, we're just going to release the episode because we don't want to like fuck up y'all Memorial Day weekend. So turn up and stay safe. And guys, thanks so much for being here.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for bringing us on again.
Yeah, we gotta get you back on the show too. It's always
for sure.
Yeah,
please.
You got to.
I'm here. All right, guys. So until next time, this is Chris, and bye.